Now, Kenya's largest employers' lobby is sounding the alarm over rising taxes and its impact on jobs. The Federation of Kenya Employers is now calling on the government to ease the tax burden in the upcoming 2025-2026 budget. Among the proposals is a reduction in the housing levy from 1.5% to 0.5%, arguing that the government has already collected significant funds to support the housing plan.
It was at the 64th annual general meeting of the Federation of Kenya Employers Coast branch in Mombasa, where the Federation Chief Executive Officer Jacqueline Mugo made a direct appeal to the National Treasury, calling for the urgent tax reform in the upcoming 2025-2026 budget.
And changes in the tax regime. So in our engagement with the CS Treasury, National Treasury, we had a whole raft of proposals that called upon a review of the tax regime. In particular,
Muga say employers are struggling to meet raising statutory deductions and complied costs, warning that continued pressure could force many businesses to cut jobs.
The fact that employers are struggling to meet the demands of the Employment Act, that employees take home 1/3 of their salaries as income. We looked at the total range of statutory deductions that have been reviewed or introduced, and requested one that this be based on the basic pay as opposed to the consolidated pay.
FKE is also proposing a reduction in the housing levy from 1.5 to 0.5%, urging that the government has already collected significant funds to support its housing plan.
Levy, which has been quite significant at 1.5% on the total earnings, and proposed that that could be reduced to 0.5%. We looked at SHA, where employees are contributing 2.7%, but the implementation of SHA has faced a lot of challenges. This is in the public domain.
The lobby also raised concern over the ban of the Kenyan tea imports by Sudan, saying the move has cost exporters over 2.4 million shillings, urging diplomatic action to restore the market access.
Deeply concerned about the ban by the government of Sudan on Kenyan tea imports since March 11 this year. This unilateral action has caused losses estimated at 2.4 billion Kenya shillings, with our tea stuck at Port Sudan on vessels en route or warehoused in Mombasa. So we call upon the government of Kenya to engage Sudan urgently and diplomatically to resolve this issue and restore market access.
To improve trade and transport, FKE is calling for fast-tracker road upgrades, 24/7 customs support, as well as low case fee at the port of Mombasa.
Region, which is a pillar of Kenya's economy, and it is a home to key sectors such as shipping and logistics, the port operations, tourism, fishing, agriculture, tea trade, mining, and manufacturing. All these sectors contribute significantly to national development, but they continue to face structural, regulatory, and policy challenges, which need to be urgently addressed. We want to commend, at the same time, the efforts that have been made, particularly on infrastructure, through developments such as the Dongo Kundu Bridge, which has improved connectivity and logistics within the coast region. Similarly, the ongoing efforts to upgrade the Malindi-Mombasa Road are welcome, and we emphasize the need to fast-track construction of the Mombasa-Nairobi Road to ease
With new traffic from the US and growing restriction from the other partners, FKE say Kenya must now strengthen preferential trade agreement to protect local industries. However, FKE acknowledged the government's efforts in improving the business climate, citing commendable progress in the tourism and hospitality sectors, driven by the post-COVID-19 recovery activation plan.
We note that two sectors in particular, tourism and hospitality sectors, have seen improvement, driven largely by the post-COVID recovery action plan that they put in place.
Rael Makona, KUTV.
24 minutes past the top of the hour. Time for us to take a short